Go. All right, guys, what's going on? Again, it's your boy Mick right here, Puff a Minute. I got the good pleasure right now of sitting with a good friend of ours right here at the Cigar Warehouse. This is Miss Monique Van Gilda.
Yes,
I said that correct?
You did.
Look at that, man. See,
Hi, guys.
I practice. Good. Well, welcome to the Puff.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, man, we're excited to have you on.
I'm definitely excited to be here. We talked about it for a while, you guys.
Yes, yeah, we've been trying to get this on. We've been working on this.
I'm busy.
Here we are.
I'm not as busy on Sundays. So, there we go. It's a day of rest.
Outstanding. Yes, yes. So, first of all, put in a plug for the warehouse. Tell them where we are.
Plug for us.
Put in a plug. Yeah,
right, why not? So, of course, you know that we're filming at the Cigar Warehouse in Las Vegas. We're right off of Arville and Tropicana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Arville and Trop. I should know where I am.
You should.
Arville and Trop.
Yeah, that works.
Google it. But it's a nice little spot. I've been here for just a few months, but it definitely already feels like home to me.
Absolutely.
And I think that's actually what's so unique about this place. Doesn't matter if you've come in for the first time or you come all the time, it definitely feels like home.
How about that?
So it's a lovely little spot. Hi! Welcome in! Lovely little spot for you guys to come down. We have an excellent selection of cigars. We'll check out the humidor, I think, in a little bit here.
We're going to do that.
We've got some boutique brands, so we definitely have all of the tried and trues as well.
There you go.
And one of the largest humidors in Las Vegas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the largest, guys. And as you guys know, we talked a little bit earlier, you guys know that I'm still on that original document 888, right, from Illusione. A little plug real quick, right? I'm just made from Patterson. Y'all know that, right? So I literally got corrected earlier this week, right? I'm coming in, I'm just like, yo, do you guys actually carry illusions? And Monique and have all of her sophisticated, oneness with the universe. She's like, well, it's actually pronounced Illusione. So
I don't think I said that pretentious.
I stand corrected.
I don't think I sounded too pretentious.
No,
it wasn't like that.
Go and give you some shit.
I might have just said, let me show you where the Illusiones are.
Let me show you where those are.
I might have done that.
Right, exactly.
I might have done that.
Yeah. But it's all good. We're here now.
Tomato, tomato, it's a good steak, no matter what you call it.
It's a wonderful steak.
It's a good cigar.
And I'm enjoying this one right now. What are you smoking today?
I am smoking the Illusione Rothschild.
The Rothschild.
I really love this cigar. It's a Mexican San Andreas wrapper. So
nice.
Nice spiciness to it. It's still earthy, but it's not overwhelming. And I have a little bit of a cold, so I needed something that's lighter than what I usually smoke. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we heard a little bit about the Rothschilds when Phil was on a little earlier too, guys. So again, if you want to check out any of these brands, I suggest you get yourselves down to the warehouse as soon as possible. There's people coming in right now. This is like the hottest spot in town, so make sure that you get in here and check us out. So moving forward, one of the I should say some of the feedback that we've gotten from a couple minutes, you guys never have any representation from the female persuasion talking about cigars. And cigars are very, very huge right now.
Yeah.
Among all people, obviously. But as a woman, like what got you into cigars? How did you get started?
So for me, it doesn't make me sound like an alcoholic, but I was at
good company.
But I smoke a lot of whiskey. That's the kind of day I'm having here. I smoke a lot of whiskey. I drink a lot of whiskey, and I've been going to a bunch of whiskey events in Los Angeles.
Sure.
5-6 years back. And a couple of the bartenders that I frequently saw said, you know what, I think that because you like these flavor profiles, because you like pairings, you should probably come to one of the cigar pairings. I think you'd really enjoy it.
Okay.
I'd never smoked a cigar in my life. I don't smoke cigarettes. I knew nothing about it.
Right.
But I thought, why not? They're not going to point me in the wrong direction. If anything, at least there will be whiskey. So I went and they handed me, just based on what they thought I would like, from my palate, they handed me an Ashton BSG.
Okay.
It's the first cigar I ever smoked, and I'm biased to say that it's still one of my favorites.
Is that right?
I'm definitely biased.
Good stuff.
I love that cigar. And that's when it all started, in 2013.
Really?
So it hasn't been too long.
But still.
That was the beginning. But I started in LA, so I could really only afford a cigar a month.
Nice.
It's expensive.
Right.
In Los Angeles, $21 for a VSG. It was madness.
Wow.
But it was worth every penny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
One of the things that, so we actually started the line, obviously we have the the line of the pufferman and paraphernalia, right, and gear and wear. But we have the puff queen side as well. Right? That's geared more towards the female smoker. I gotta get you a puff queen. I gotta get you a puff queen t-shirt and all of that type of stuff. I should have thought about that before I came down. But you got a t-shirt coming from the pufferman, all right?
Do y'all have socks? Because I know he's like the sock king over here.
In case y'all didn't know, Jared, he's kind of known for the socks that he wears.
The sock game is compelling. It's compelling.
Right, exactly.
I need you to design a sock line. Listen, I need it. Absolutely. In my life.
Absolutely.
That's a cigar sock line from a puff a minute.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, something else that I learned from your Instagram profile, which really, quite honestly, it just moved me.
Oh, thank you.
You have an incredible voice.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely,
thank you very much.
Man. So again, I was just like, wait, this is the girl in the cigar lounge. Like, I did not know that you had that gift.
Right.
How long have you been singing?
Not very long. Actually, I think I started singing. Definitely in high school, I was in theater, so we did musicals and all of that. But I didn't really find my voice until I moved to Los Angeles, and I think I just started experimenting.
Is that right?
With different sounds, and
cool.
Absolutely.
Well, you and I talk, all right? Yes. So the C&D events that happen here in Las Vegas at Cork and Thorn on Wednesday nights, where we feature jazz artists from around the city and stuff like that. I'm really, really hoping to get you to come in and do a set for us.
Yes.
Yes.
Because come down.
Yeah.
Wednesday nights, right?
Wednesday nights, okay, at Cork and Thorn. Right here in Las Vegas and Tivoli.
Are we gonna we should live cast it?
I think we should.
Yeah.
You just gave me something else.
I know.
Let's go.
Yeah, y'all wanna watch? Stay tuned.
Let's go.
Wednesday night.
We could do that.
We'll do a little cigar smoking afterward or beforehand. The raspiness might come out if I smoke a cigar.
I like that. And the fact that you said we could do a little cigar thing afterwards. This week is TPE.
Yes.
Right here in Las Vegas, which is, help me with that, it's tobacco products.
Tobacco Plus Expo.
Tobacco Plus Expo.
Yes.
Okay, so again, this is not only featuring cigars, but it's basically all types of tobacco products, including vaping. Everything else. They just bring it all. But we are looking at doing, maybe something after Wednesday night. Okay, at another location that I won't mention the location. In respect to my man Roy here at the Cigar Warehouse, but we will be doing something there afterwards. You know what I'm saying? We'll be inviting a lot of folks to come out and smoke with us.
Nice.
Come smoke with the pufferman. Right? That would be cool. Well, listen, it's great to have you on. Again, from your perspective, I love the fact that you're knowledgeable. Okay.
I try to be.
You hosted an outstanding tasting event here about a week ago.
Yeah,
I thought was awesome. The blind tasting, and some of you guys saw some of that content.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do. I do social media and the event planning here for the warehouse and our online marketing. And I think it's really important to just continue to reach out to people who aren't necessarily aficionados, the people who are just starting to get into it, and to let them know that it's a community of people who are so welcoming and so accepting, especially like we were talking about me being a female smoker. I think one of the reasons that you don't see a lot of women in lounges isn't necessarily because there aren't women smokers, it's just they don't necessarily know if they fit in to that community. And I think it's so important to constantly remind people that it's a community of all different people, backgrounds, people that have been smoking their entire lives, basically, people that started smoking yesterday. It doesn't matter. There's always going to be a seat for them in the lounge.
I agree, 100%.
It's really important.
I always thought of premium tobacco as the great unifier.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, Jay and I, and I've been, there have been shows that we have done in the past where, we might get off on somewhat of a political tangent, at times and stuff like that. Just because we'll talk about current events, we'll talk about what's going on in entertainment. We'll talk about what's going on in politics. We'll talk about, just anything that's happening in the world, right? Whatever. We're unscripted, right? We're 100% unscripted. We just come on and we smoke and we conversate.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But one of the things that I had, like I said, when I had the opportunity to interview Dave Savona from Cigar Aficionado is, the beautiful thing about it is that regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, regardless of, your political affiliation, your race, creed, color, what have you. We all love premium tobacco.
That's
So
true.
and Dave, man, in all of his wisdom, he said, you know what? In Washington, if all of the politicians could just go into a room like they used to back in the old days, like the smoke-filled rooms, to sit down and smoke a cigar, he said we wouldn't have half the problems that we have in the world.
I love it.
So I love it. Absolutely. So what insight or what encouragement would you give to somebody who's just really thinking about getting into the cigar game, regardless whether they're male, female, or whatever the case may be?
Sure. Because the cigar warehouse is in Las Vegas, we meet people from all over the world.
Sure.
And everybody that comes in, of course, has a different background, different story to tell. But the common thread, I think, for people that are new to cigar smoking, when they walk in, the first thing that they want to know is what's good.
Sure.
What's popular?
Absolutely.
What should I be smoking?
Okay.
And I'd say, first piece of advice is, fuck it.
There you go.
Literally none of that matters.
Exactly.
Pick up a stick.
Yeah.
Do your own research. Google is your friend.
Yes.
See what's in that stick and see what you like.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
I agree.
What do you like? And I think it'll take you far because it matters less, and I think this is the case. It doesn't matter if you're drinking whiskey. It doesn't matter if you're talking about politics. It doesn't matter if you're talking about music, movies.
Yeah.
The information that you spew, people that are aficionados that love to just say, oh, these are the 17 different fillers in this guy.
Sure, yeah.
It's wonderful to have that knowledge, and thank you so much for sharing.
But it's not necessary.
But it's actually more important, I think, as a person that's going to appreciate the product, to really connect with that information. Not just to have it so that you can look cool in front of your friends, but to know this is where it came from, this is why it's so important, this is what that flavor is coming from.
Right.
And if you humble yourself, and while you're smoking, really try to be present during the process, you'll enjoy the hobby.
Words of wisdom.
Yeah.
I love it, guys. I love it. So we're gonna wrap on this segment. I really appreciate you being here with
Thanks
us.
so much for having me. Thank you, guys.
I still want us to go and take a look at the humidor.
Absolutely.
You can walk us through that a little bit, give us an idea of what you guys are carrying here at the Cigar Warehouse. Until then, guys, again, this is your boy Minute. It's a puff a minute, and remember, we are not just blowing smoke. Peace, and we'll talk.
All right, you guys, come on in. I'll show you the humidor. So right when you walk in, you'll see that we have a really tiny selection. I'm so sorry about that. We're working on having a little bit more in stock. The first thing when you walk in, up top is going to be some of our house brands. I absolutely love to point that out because they're wonderful value cigars, and I don't want the word value to necessarily depreciate the level of the smoke in your mind. They're great sticks, so something wonderful to check out. We of course have some things that you'll recognize, the Montecristos, a lot of the AJ Fernandez ones like the New World. Undercrown is going to be down here. So you'll see we have a lot of recognizable sticks in the humidor. The Camacho section and the Oliva section is kind of the first thing that jumps out. And a lot of people that come in along with the My Father, we do try and have quite a lot of the My Fathers in stock, like that number 2 stick of the year, La Valencia. Did you like that one?
I love that one. Absolutely.
Such a good cigar. A little
Yes.
spicy in the middle.
Yes.
Super good. Back here, of course, everybody that walks in the humidor asks where's the Fuente section, so we do have the Fuentes here. My personal favorite, as I said earlier, is the VSG.
There
so
it
if
is.
you're ever looking to buy me a present,
There it is, right there.
there it is.
The VSG.
Flashed in VSG for you. It's just classic, you know? It really is. And then we move through, you'll see some recognizable sticks by Alec Bradley. The Black Market Esteli is a hot stick if you haven't tried it. Definitely one that I highly recommend. Cigar Aficionado recommended it too, but
Okay.
I don't know. My recommendation.
But your recommendation is higher.
A little bit. This section here is just all of our flavored cigars. Anything that's infused. I do not necessarily go to this section personally very often. However, there's nothing wrong with a nice mint java every now and again.
See, that's a misnomer because most people think that that ladies love the flavor cigars.
It's so true.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot of gentlemen that love them too.
Sure.
But it's just not for me.
Gotcha.
It's not my thing.
Okay.
One of the things that I think a lot of people know us for, of course, are low prices. But we do offer a great discount when you're doing boxes or bundles, which is really nice. Our single sticks are already low priced. But you do save around like 10%-ish when you're buying boxes and bundles.
Okay.
So you will see a lot of our bundles, especially our house brands along here. Jose Dominguez is someone that we work with quite closely. So we do sell a lot of his sticks. I really like the presentation on his with the cedar around it.
Sure.
Really nice little flare. Down the middle here is probably where I spend most of my time because we have a few more of the boutique brands. Curavari, if you guys have not tried a Curavari stick, it's one of like our favorites, just like as a Cigar Warehouse family.
Okay.
We absolutely love the Curavari line. I mean, the integrity of these cigars is never compromised. He really cares about the quality of his product. But then flavor-wise, it's fantastic. Most of them are going to be medium, but he's got a couple of medium on the way to full body. They all have this really nice chocolatey undertone that I love.
Nice.
A lot of them are earthy. None of them are going to be too spicy except the Epitome.
Okay.
That's going to be my personal recommendation. If y'all see an Epitome Curavari, get me one too, though, because they're always out of stock. Absolutely always. Of course, we're going to keep some of the warp cigars in stock. Kyle knows what he's doing. And then, the people we were featuring
there
earlier,
we are.
We, of course, have our Illusione section. I think my favorite might be the 9. I don't know. That MJ12 is pretty damn good too. It's a great cigar. You can't see the cigar, but that's a good one. This was my favorite stick. No, my second favorite stick of last year. We only have these 2 boxes left, I think, because we smoke them too often. This is a Ramona Lones, AJ Fernandez. AJ is super hot, as everybody knows. This is definitely one that'll like kick you in your tush, though, if you don't have anything to eat.
Yes.
This is one of
Which
my
I found out about a week or so ago.
Did you?
Yeah, on an empty stomach.
Oh yeah, I did the same thing. I picked it up. I thought, okay, it'll be bold, but it won't be too overwhelming for me. I smoked it walking to the bar.
Did you?
And I thought, I'm gonna get myself something to eat when I get to the bar. I've never been more embarrassed in my life. I walked in the bar. I didn't even sit down. I yelled at the person I need some French fries
right now.
I needed fries stat.
Yeah.
It's a great stick. And then, of course, like any good cigar shop, we're going to have our padrones and some of our higher-end stuff locked away in the cabinets. This is our padron cabinet. Also has some of our LFGs. A lot of the Liga Privada line is in there. Some nice stuff. And then my favorite cabinet is up here, where we feature some of our higher end stuff. This guy coming in actually is going to ask for an Atabey. Watch it happen. How's things?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Just talking about Atabey, actually. Did you come for an Atabey stick?
Atabey all day.
Atabey all day.
Absolutely. So I'm going to get the keys.
All right.
So we can get him an Atabey. This is where we kind of keep some of our higher end stuff. Atabey. We got the Xeno Platinums in. We had the Z Crown 3-count. Oh, here they are. These 3-count boxes. Limited edition. These are fantastic.
Outstanding.
Man, still trying to keep some of my stuff. I know, right?
Okay.
So that's the humidor.
All right.
You've seen it, but you haven't seen it in person. So get your butts down to Cigar Warehouse.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Bye, you guys.